Hi everyone, welcome to the second annual Art of Hope Fundraiser. My name is Tina, and I have the pleasure of beginning our evening with a few songs. My songwriting journey began through art therapy and music therapy. I struggled to navigate my healing process of trauma and PTSD, which took the form of a serious eating disorder and a fragmented self. And through music therapy, I began to access and experience myself as a somatic being, connecting and guiding me through my creative experiences and healing process. It brings me a lot of pleasure today to share this with you. This is called Where Did the Birds Go? Rain is falling outside the window, and I'm inside. It's too wet to fly today, growing my feathers anyways. When the sunshine rises up and the darkness leaves my sleep, there's a shimmering on the water, wassail beak. It's the calling of a new dawn. Grandmother sings her song. We are gatherers of here from there, transformations of yesteryear. The flag from within, my muse on a whim, the string in the flow, my seeking soul. Where do the birds go? Grandmother crow. The moon is behind me, I'm chasing the sun's bright shining glow. Where do the birds go? Grandmother crow. Do the colors in the sky change the horizon in your eyes? Thanks. I have another song for you tonight. It's called Fly. I wrote this while I participated in the Great Canadian Song-Along put on by Rasputin's here, and became the songwriting theme of freedom, and I'd like to share it with you today. Thanks for tonight. Enjoy the evening.
Well, thank you, Luba, for that inspiring message. And I'm so glad to see you again. As Luba said, my name is Catherine Clark. I'm the co-founder and co-host of the Honest Talk podcast, and I'm just thrilled to be here with all of you tonight. I'm here because I believe in the remarkable work that Hopewell and Hope CDS do to support individuals and families in our communities. I'm a mom myself, and I just really think that you do incredible things at a very difficult time for a lot of individuals and for the people who love them. So when Hopewell's intern and my friend Catherine Armour asked if I would get involved, I was only too pleased to accept. I'd like to start off this evening by acknowledging the land on which we gather. Of course, the land here in Ottawa, which is the traditional unceded territory of the Algonquin and Anishinaabe people, sacred land upon which we're privileged to live and work. But we also have guests joining us tonight from a little bit everywhere, especially from Southwest Ontario and London, Ontario, which is the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe, the Haudenosaunee, the Lenape, the Attawandaron, and the Wendat. I also want to note that this event was created in memory of Sian Jasmine Bolliger, and the funds raised in her honor allow us to offer affordable support services and an art therapy program. We know that art therapy offers a unique therapeutic approach to mental health and eating disorders that are usually not accessible to the public. So with the funds raised from last year's Art of Hope event, Hopewell was able to organize 4 art therapy groups reaching 20 individuals. We were also able to pilot a dance therapy group with 5 individuals. And not just that, but 8 people from Hope's eating disorder support were able to access virtual support groups. So all of you who contributed to that success should be incredibly proud. And now through your support and generosity, which is ongoing, and we're so grateful, the funds raised this evening will help expand the art therapy program and virtual support services that Hopewell and Hope CDS can offer this year. Tonight's event is about an hour and 30 minutes long. It's virtual because that's just the way of the world right now. And, on that note, I just want to say a particular thank you, because after a long day when most of us have spent a lot of our lives on a screen, whether that's online learning or that's for work, whatever the case may be, that you would take the time to still dedicate to be a part of this. It really says something. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, certainly. And in addition to the fantastic opening performance by Tina St. John, tonight there are going to be 4 performances and an art activity between auction blocks. So we're going to have a great time together this evening. To get us started, though, I want to invite Caitlin Beaulieu, who's a friend of Sian and an art therapy participant herself, to share a message with us. And her message will be followed by a few words from organizing committee members, Nick Hisler from Hopewell and Cynthia O'Neill from Hopes. So let's turn to those messages now.
Good evening, everyone. My name's Caitlin. I'm very excited to be here tonight. I want to start off by thanking Hopewell for giving me this opportunity to speak. I would also like to thank everyone who came out, those who submitted their art, those who purchased art, those who agreed to perform, and those who donated in any way possible. I'm here tonight to share a little bit of my story and how the Art of Hope program has impacted my journey. I have been a regular client at Hopewell for the past 4 years, and I also got the privilege of calling Sian my best friend. Sian was kind, loving, generous, and beautiful both inside and out. She loved with her whole heart, gave the best hugs, and loved art. She was also deeply impacted by mental illness and tragically lost her battle almost 2 years ago. Art of Hope means the world to me. As someone who has struggled with an eating disorder, this program allows me a safe place to express myself, to solve problems, and to heal. I know Sian's up there, smiling down on all of us, thanking us for carrying out her name and her memory in such a beautiful way. Though she's no longer here with us, Art of Hope gives me the opportunity to remain close to her and to carry out her name and her memory in everything that I do. I'd like to close by again thanking everyone on behalf of myself, Hopewell, and the Bolliger Perry family. Here are some photos of Sian.
Welcome to Hopewell's second annual Art of Hope. My name is Nick Heisler. I'm the volunteer president of the Hopewell board.
Hi, and good evening. My name is Cynthia O'Neill, and I am the executive director for Hope's Eating Disorder Support. Everyone at Hope's is so thrilled that we were asked to once again partner with Hopewell to help bring you this very exciting evening. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Catherine and Luba for agreeing to be our co-hosts. Ladies, you are bringing the fun to tonight.
Hopewell is a small organization with a huge impact. We can make that impact through your generous support. As Hopewell receives no direct government funding, we are dependent upon our sponsors and people like you who participate in our events and donate to our cause. Thank you. Through COVID, although we have significantly increased the number of opportunities for individuals with eating disorders, as well as the frequency of our activities, we are running at capacity.
At Hope's Eating Disorder Support, we have been working hard to expand our reach to several new communities. We are covering counties in the northwest and the southwest of the province. We're very excited with the work that we have been doing. This pandemic, of course, has put some challenges financially in front of us. However, we remain very hopeful that the work that we do and the services we provide really do matter to those who need us the most. We all like to say, hope matters. So in January, we put a call out to artists asking if they would consider donating their pieces of work to this event. We received over 60 pieces of art from artists who are either directly or indirectly affected by an eating disorder, or those who certainly consider themselves an ally. We then put together a jury of 5 people, and together they selected the pieces that would be in the live auction, which number 18 this evening. To view and place your bid for the art auction, we would like you to go to 32auctions.com/Hopewell. Information about all auction pieces will be shared throughout the evening. The live auction pieces will close tonight at 8 p.m. So remember that. Live auction pieces will close tonight at 8 p.m. So bid now and bid often.
If you miss out on tonight's art pieces, no worries, we have you covered. The jury selected another 24 pieces for purchase. They can be found online at 32auctions.com/Hopewell. Our art shop will stay open until Monday, May 10th at 9 p.m.
I would like to remind everyone this evening to use the chat box while you're watching the auction. Your questions will be answered. Your comments will be in there. We'll see them. You can use this opportunity to thank the artist, to thank the entertainment. Just feel free to post away in the chat box. It will help us feel like we're all connected, even though we're not in the same room together.
So sit back and listen to some wonderful music from some local performers. Enjoy the beautiful art and have fun.
So no matter how the evening goes for you, whether you get a chance to bid on some live auction pieces, or whether you do some shopping at the shop and pick up a piece of art that way, or if you've had an opportunity to make a donation, or if you're here tonight to encourage all of us and help us stay connected, we want to thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being part of this. And our one big message, I think, tonight is have fun, everyone. Celebrate tonight. Come on.
Well, thank you to Caitlin, to Nick, and to Cynthia for reminding us about why it's so important that we support Hopewell and Hope's EDS. And we're really very fortunate to have the support of 2 remarkable event sponsors this evening. The wonderful people at Bell Let's Talk are our entertainment sponsor tonight, and the good folks of Summa Strategies are our auction sponsor. We are so grateful to them for their support, which allows us to put on a great event for everyone to enjoy while also raising money that makes a real difference in people's lives. We also have a new feature this year called the Creating Space Sponsorship. And the idea behind this sponsorship is to allow individuals and groups and teams to sponsor space for one more participant in Hopewell's art therapy programming by making a donation of $500 in the name of their choice. And I am thrilled to report that we had a total of 7 spaces created in the following names: Jensen Hughes Ottawa, Cian Bolliger, Robert Tennant, Wendover Avenue Neighbors, and Jensen Hughes Power Team USA. So we're just thrilled about that and thank them for their commitment and their generosity. And now it is my great pleasure to introduce the one and only Jim Armour from Summa Strategies to explain how the live auction platform will work tonight. So take it away, Jim.
My name is Jim Armour, and I'm the managing partner of Summa Strategies Canada. We're a full-service government relations firm based in the nation's capital. Summa is very pleased to be the auction sponsor for tonight's Art of Hope fundraiser to help finance the work of Hopewell here in Ottawa and Hope's Eating Disorder Support located in London. Eating disorders are the deadliest form of mental illness, and unfortunately, case numbers are rising at an unprecedented rate. During this pandemic, hospitals and treatment centers have seen a record demand for their services. Wait times that were once measured in weeks are now stretching into months and even years. At Summa, we're very aware of the fact that only 10% of people with eating disorders actually receive treatment. We owe it to our friends, family, and neighbors to do what we can to help the remaining 90%. That is why the work of Hopewell and Hope are so important. And that's why we have to raise as much money as we possibly can tonight. There are 18 unique pieces up for auction, including paintings, sculptures, embroideries, and quilts. There's a lot to choose from. But fortunately, you don't have to choose. You can bid on them all, as long as your bids are registered at 32auctions.com/Hopewell. Now, without further ado, get those credit cards out, fire them up. Here are the first 6 auction items.
Hello everyone, I'm Rebecca, a self-taught artist. I work with acrylics, oils, and other mediums. I draw inspiration from nature and love the rainbow as my color palette. I love spreading the joy of original art with everyone around me, and I also want people to have access to affordable artwork that brings them joy and positivity. This artwork, Golden Flare, is all about adding hope and bringing out one's cheerful moments to shine over the darker times. It is expressed in this painting as the underlayers are black, blue, and navy, which refer to the darker times in life, and gold, pearl, and silver are layered over the darker colors, referring to brighter and joyful moments, thus conveying that there is light at the end of every tunnel.
My name is Margaret Armour. I am the creator of Maud and Olive Handmade and the maker behind the Bee Grateful quilt. I have 2 beehives, so anything bee-related is appealing to me, and sewing quilts is such a soothing form of self-care. I made the quilt using the Bee Grateful fabric collection from designer Debbie Strain, and I used the friendship braid piecing technique for the quilt top design. This quilt symbolizes the gratitude I will forever have for the many friends and family who supported us so generously and without judgment during our daughter's illness and recovery. Their kindness gave us such hope and strength. Without their encouragement, I don't believe we would have made it through. I hope some lucky person will be able to wrap themselves in this lovingly created piece whenever they need a hug, or perhaps they'll share it with someone who just needs to know that they are loved. Visit my website at maudandolivehandmade.ca to see more.
Mike Gauguin. I'm a self-taught artist who first began drawing when I was old enough to hold a crayon. Art has always been a big interest of mine, and during my youth I did a lot of pencil sketching. When I was 13, I decided I wanted to add color to my artworks and took up painting in the process. The first artist group I joined was the Aylmer Arts Council in Aylmer, Quebec, back in 1989. And through one of their public exhibitions, was noticed by Gaston Terrien at the time. Gaston curated the Ottawa Art Gallery in Ottawa's Byward Market back then, and I sold artwork through the OAG, which eventually became the Éco-Diffusard Gallery until 1997, when I became a father. While my children were young, I had very little time to do artwork until 2012, when I joined the Ottawa West Artists Association, where I'm a member today. I'm also a member of the Canada Civic Arts Gallery, Art Lending of Ottawa, and the Richmond Village Art Club.
Through the Tall Grass is a painting of hope. It captures a moment in time when we are small, immersed, in this case by tall grass, yet we can see clearly through to the brightly shining sun. Fleeting brushstrokes in both the grass and the sky, on an underlayer of dark blue, give drama to that ephemeral moment. Hi, my name is Jill Lougheed. I live and work in Montreal and draw inspiration in the eastern townships of Quebec. I have a Bachelor of Fine Arts from the Massachusetts College of Art in Boston, where my dedication to artistic exploration began. If you visit my Facebook page, JM Lougheed Artist, or my Instagram page, jm.lougheed.artist, you will see that my subjects and styles are as varied as my artistic interests. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jamie, otherwise known as Yellow Jam Art. Painting is how I express myself and helps me profoundly with my mental health. I also like to use my artwork to advocate for mental health and reduce stigma. Colors of Growth is a painting I did back in February of 2020 after experiencing a 4-month art block. It was a challenging time for my mental health and I had a hard time finding inspiration. But painting is so important for my well-being. I knew I had to push through and create something. So I picked my 3 favorite colors and I just started to paint. This is what came out. Being able to push myself to create even when times were hard and it was the last thing I wanted to do. That was a sign of growth. You can check out more of my artwork on Instagram at yellowjam.art. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Victoria Didenko. I have always enjoyed creating art, but I am by no means a professional. My inspiration comes from nature, mostly flowers. Flowers have always been objects of aesthetic, religious, and cultural value. They are delicate and fragile, and that makes me want to preserve their beauty on paper. I've always worked with acrylics, watercolors, and oil paint, but these 2 pieces in particular were created with a new-to-me media, alcohol ink.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sandy McDonald, and I am the Regional Director of Community Affairs for Bell. We are so thrilled to be sponsoring this great event and supporting Hopewell. Through our Bell Let's Talk Mental Health initiative, we talk a lot about self-care as a means of taking care of our overall mental wellness. And what better way to do that than by connecting, even virtually, and enjoying an evening of arts and culture, all while supporting a great cause. Now more than ever, we need nights like tonight. And now more than ever, we need organizations like Hopewell. It is now my pleasure to introduce an up-and-coming singer from Hamilton, Ontario, Christian Jacobs. Enjoy, everyone, and thanks again for being here. Stay safe, be well.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Christian Jacobs. I'm so happy to be a part of Hopewell's and Hope's Eating Disorder Society's event tonight. It's such a great cause, and it's such a privilege to be able to be involved. I'm going to be performing 2 songs for you tonight. The first one is my debut single called Tomorrow, and the second song is a song by one of my favorite artists, Banks, and it's called Sawzall. So without any further ado, I hope you enjoy.
You'll leave me tomorrow. It's too late to make it up to you. Drenched in the afterglow, I see you where you are. But I swear to God, I didn't know what to do. Shot down and you needed me. I get consumed so easily. I can see what you hide from me. I get lost like you wouldn't believe. I only see the signs of this, so switching my focus. Always having something to prove, but I don't know to who. They gave me nothing to show can feel that you're never coming back. And I broke my promise to you. But did being here make you such an insomniac? Yeah. You had to leave before the thunder subdued. Oh, shut down and you needed me. I get consumed so easily. I can't see what you hide from me. I get lost like you wouldn't believe. Oh, I only see the signs of mess so splintered my focus. Always having something to prove, but I don't know who. They gave me nothing to show for all that I worked towards. But you know all I ever wanted was you. Yeah, 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 yeah. You'll leave me tomorrow. I'm doing this out of necessity. My life won't look like yours, but I'm coming home eventually. And that's tomorrow. Thank you. I go over every word you said to me, every single syllable I could repeat. Certified to scuba dive in my memory. Why didn't you tell me how you felt that day? How was I supposed to know I can't mind read? How was I supposed to see it was underneath? Caught you singing from the ceiling. I thought that meant you were healing. Looking back, I see the meaning. Oh, I didn't notice the teething. Why didn't you say you need me? Why don't you say what you need? Should've read into you drifting from your friends, but you were the apple of both of my eyes, so I couldn't see the signs. Baby, I was blind. Miss being self-conscious when you laughed at me. Said it was embarrassing, but secretly it made me feel special when I saw you smile 'cause of me. Caught you singing from the ceiling. I thought that meant you were healing. Looking back, I see the meaning. Wish I asked more. I didn't notice the teething. Why didn't you say you need me? I don't need my love. I don't need my. I don't need my love. I gave you nothing. I understand. I gave you nothing.
So that's my set for tonight. Thank you everyone for being a part of such an important event. I hope everyone got to bid on some of the amazing art that was up for grabs tonight. I will leave where you can find me somewhere on the screen here, and I will leave you guys with that. Have an amazing night. Thank you so much.
Christian, that was just fantastic and so moving. Thank you for being with us tonight. And in fact, I have to say, Jennifer Drew in our audience actually described Christian's performance on our chat as amazeballs. I'm not sure I can top that description. It's clearly a performance that made a big impact. Thank you again, Christian. And weren't those some terrific works of art in our first block of the auction? There's so much talent in our communities, and it's beautiful and meaningful to have the artists themselves describing their work to us. And guess what else? We are over the $2,000 mark already. It's so exciting. You're all wonderful. Let's keep it going. 13 of the 17 items in the live auction had bids the last time I looked. So keep bidding, bid early, bid often. Let's keep going. And I think that Christian's performance perfectly sets the stage for our next block of auction items. And in case you're just tuning in now, a reminder that all of the proceeds from this auction are going to fund eating disorder support services and the art therapy program. And of course, all donations will receive a tax receipt. A quick reminder that to place your bids, please go to 32auctions.com/Hopewell before 8:30 p.m. So 8:30 is the Cinderella time. And now here is our second set of auction items.
My name is Tao Vaskovich, and I am thrilled to present my embroidery piece, The Brain, at Hopewell's second annual Art of Hope live auction. To some, my piece, The Brain, may represent the logical black and white side of our brain, while the other side represents the creative emotional side. Others may see the representation of a brain during mental illness, one side dark and just the outlines of who they are, and the other side hopeful, bright, and where they aim to once again be. This piece is custom framed in glass in order to preserve the hand-sewn embroidery. Thank you for joining us tonight and supporting such an important cause.
Hello there. My name is Justin Rutze. I'm an Ottawa-based visual artist who loves to work in a wide variety of media. I most predominantly create in the digital world. However, I've created this one-of-a-kind piece for the Art of Hope auction that I hope you'll fancy. The piece, named Between Islands, is meant to replicate the feeling of ocean currents and waves with the aim of highlighting the beauty of transitory periods.
My name is Laura Dirk. In 2020, I started a painting series called Staying the Winter and devoted time each day to notice the special qualities of winter that I usually dread. The joy of reacquainting yourself with something you took for granted or didn't give much thought of in the past. Creativity is an important aspect to maintaining mental wellness, and I'm grateful to have my art as a form of expression.
Alexandra Marcuzzi was a participating artist in last year's fundraiser and is pleased to be part of this year's event. Personally affected by an eating disorder in the past, this cause is very important to her. Tinge is acrylic and pastel on masonite. The board was cut in a tondo and mounted to give a floating illusion. Painted in response to music, the painting attempts to capture a sense of tranquility. Psychedelic Déjeuner sur l'Herbe is a reimagining of Manet's 1863 masterpiece, highlighting Victorine Meurent, a trailblazing artist. Meurent had success despite facing numerous obstacles, including poverty and sexism. Hopefully this piece brings attention to Victorine Meurent as an individual beyond being Manet's favorite model, and encourages discussion about women's often overlooked role in art history.
During the fall of 2017, I was managing a new depression diagnosis. I had spent a year making major changes in my life that had positive and encouraging impacts on my mental health. However, winter was approaching, and I was concerned that the winter season would unravel the progress I had made. There were signs of decay around me. Although I love autumn, feeling the air grow chillier and the plants' deterioration made me weary. I began collecting petals from flowers that had already died and used the pigments from these flowers to create inks. I then used these pigments to recreate the flowers they came from. It was a way for me to hold on to the warmer seasons. This piece also is a reminder of the natural cycles of life. Winter is coming and will come again. And while this sentiment is true, the same thing can be said about spring, summer, and fall.
My name is Jill Lougheed, and I live and work in Montreal. I have a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree from the Massachusetts College of Art in Boston and have attended workshops at the Banff School of Fine Arts as well as Penland School of Crafts. I love painting portraits, and I'm happy to offer up a commissioned portrait to the Art of Hope auction. I'll paint an oil portrait for the winning bidder, a one-person portrait from a photo of your choice, parent, grandparent, baby, or child. I can even work from an old black and white photo. For me, portraiture is an enjoyable technical skill that is relaxing and meditative, but most of all, I feel immense gratitude that I've been able to touch people by creating paintings of those they love. You can view more of my portraits on my Instagram site at portraits_by_JM Lougheed, like my last name, with no spaces. Thank you.
Isn't all of this art amazing? And it was all donated in full or in part by mostly local artists, although we do have one work from London, England, but that just gives us a glimpse of the diversity and the quality of the artworks being created in our communities. And it also shows the strength and the generosity of those same communities in supporting Hopewell and Hope's EDS. And speaking of community, up next, we have a performance from a talented young woman called Melinda Aiello. So let's turn to that performance now.
Hi everyone, I hope you guys are doing great. I'm so excited to be participating in this year's Art of Hope, hosted by Hopewell, of course. So thank you guys so much for having me perform. My name is Melinda Aiello, and I also go by the girl with the blue guitar. So I'm going to be starting off by singing a song you guys might recognize. If you do, feel free to join along and sing from your home digitally. This is called Beautiful by Christina Aguilera.
Every day is so wonderful, but suddenly it's hard to breathe. Now and then I get insecure from all the pain. I'm so ashamed, but I am beautiful. And I am beautiful in every single way. Words can't bring me down. No, 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 no. So don't you bring me down today. Are your friends? You're delirious, so consumed, and I'll be your tomb. You're trying hard to fill the emptiness. The peace is gone. It's left the puzzle undone, and that's the way it is. But you are beautiful. No matter what they say, words can't bring you down. You are beautiful in every single way. Words can't bring you down. No, 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 no. So don't you bring me down today. Don't you bring me down today. No, don't you bring me down, 'cause we are beautiful in every single way. Words can't bring us down. No, no, no. No matter what they say, words can't bring us down. No, 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 no. So don't you bring me down, today.
So this song is actually available on all platforms right now. You can find it on iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube, and a lot more. So this song is called Wish You Knew, and check me out on social media to find it at Melinda Aiello Music.
I had a chance to let you know, but instead I let you go. You never noticed when I got too low. It was you that kept me going low. I always did it, couldn't let it show. So afraid you'd say no. But I wish you knew what you mean, what you mean to me, to me. I wish you knew what you mean, what you mean to me, to me, to me, to me, to me, to me. I tried to move on unsuccessfully. I like the person you let me be. Been stuck on my mind endlessly, like a song on my MP3. I miss you every day, truthfully. Only a smile is what I wanna see. And I wish you knew what you mean, what you mean to me, to me. I wish you knew what you mean, what you mean to me, to me, to me, to me, to me, to me. You'll never know, you'll never know my feelings down deep. And that's a promise I intend to keep. You'll never know what you mean, what you mean to me, to me. You'll never know what you mean, what you mean to me, to me, to me, to me, to me, to me, to me. I had the chance to let you know, but instead I let you go.
Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening and make lots of donations to Hopewell. Thank you guys so much for having me. Have a great night.
Hi everyone, Julia here from Ottawa Art Therapy, and I'll be leading us in the creative event today. I'm an art therapist and psychotherapist, and I just want to say art can be really a means for different things. It can be self-expression, problem solving, communication. It can be really introspective, but today we're just going to concentrate on having a good time. What we're going to do is a blind portrait, and what that means is just I'm not going to look down onto my paper. You'll need a marker or pencil, whatever writing utensil you can find. I've got a few other colors with me as well, just in case. These are colors my son left on the kitchen table today, so we'll be using those. And yeah, so follow along with me. I'm going to readjust my camera so you see what I'm doing, and hopefully you won't be looking down your paper. You'll just have to look either in the mirror or the camera, the screen that you're using. So I have a mirror just set up to the left of me, and I will be looking at that and not looking at my paper. Okay, so hopefully everyone sees my paper here. Okay, we'll see how this goes. I'm not going to try to use my expert portrait skills. I'm just going to look at myself in the mirror here and try to get my proportions on my face. You know, hopefully my eyes aren't where my mouth is. They're somewhere floating in space. And the other thing is with these, they're very fun. But sometimes people forget certain parts of their face. I think one time I ended up with just one eye, which was a fun experience. Try to put some hair on you. Got my hair down today. Maybe ears. Neck. I'm not sure where my neck is going at this point, but some shoulders maybe. I don't know if it'll fit, but okay. All right, well, look at my portrait. I love it. Okay, so that if you have some time, you can just color in the parts of yourself that you think need some color. I'm gonna make my lips pink. My lips are never really have any lipstick on them, but why not? Because we're having fun today, and I don't have green, so I'm going to make my eyes blue, I guess. Maybe blue and purple, why not? I hope you get your creative juices flowing with this activity. I'm actually pretty pleased with how mine turned out. I think this is one of my better blind portraits, because usually, like I said, there's body parts that are floating in space or that are forgotten, and this one actually looks like I have everything here. My neck is connected to my lips, but that's all right, you know. It's like a 3D Picasso kind of going on here. Maybe. Yeah. Okay, and give my eyebrows a bit of shape too here. There we go. So I hope you've enjoyed the activity today, and I'm hoping that I'll get to see some of your results. They're usually quite a good laugh, and that's really what we're about today is having a good time and having a good experience and being creative and getting into that creative space. Okay, so here's my self-portrait, my blind portrait. Does it look like me? I hope so. Okay, well, thanks so much for joining me today, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. And I hope your creative juices are going, and you enjoyed the artwork today.
Hi, my name is Salome, and I have been doing art since I can remember. I use all kinds of media, but recently, due to many different circumstances, I have been doing a lot of my artwork digitally on my iPad Pro. Art for me is like breathing. It gives me an outlet to express myself as well as an escape when I need it. I have an Instagram page called Katerial_art where I post my artwork and poetry. As a whole, this piece, Mother Nature's Fertility, is symbolic of the reproductive system. I am truly grateful my art has been included for the second time in Hopewell's Art of Hope live auction, because this organization has done and continues to do so much for the community. My best wishes to everyone this evening. We may not be together in person for this amazing event, but we are together in spirit.
Art therapy has provided me with avenues for communication during a period of difficulty expressing myself in words. Accessing my inner world through art and its symbolic meanings has played an instrumental role in my healing journey and creative expressions as a self-guided artist. The tree has symbolized protection while I unfold in remembrance and self-discovery. Sky Dance speaks to the inner spirit that accompanies me on my journey, always celebrating dancing with hope.
My name is Erica Nielsen, and I am a cellist, artist, and author based in Toronto. This piece is from my 2020 series, Emergence, which evolved during the pandemic. To create these paintings, I developed a new process where I first build fortress-like walled structures on sealed panel out of heavy-bodied medium. Within the structure is a deep cavity, which I then fill with medium. While the center is still wet, I sculpt it through additive and reductive processes until a beautiful new form emerges from within. The finished pieces evoke fluidity, evolution, flow, and renewal. You can find me at Cello Erica, that's Erica with a K, and on Instagram at Cello Erica.
Annette Dutton is currently the founder of Art Gypsies Collective, a mobile art gallery of 5 professional artists. Annette signs her artwork Gypsy, as she is one through European lineage. Annette acted as juror for the London Arts Council Visual Arts Jury on behalf of the City of London in 2019. Her painting Coronavirus Fear Explodes on Planet Earth was juried into the publication Breaking Boundaries by an editorial team of 8, representing 5 countries. Her art was previously juried into the National Art Exhibition held in Toronto. Her paintings are also published in a 93-page book, Home and Away, in 2016. The 3 abstract paintings in the collection, Apple Red, Green Pear, and Clusters, represent the beauty of nutritious food in our daily diet. My choice to paint fresh fruit was based upon the importance of eating to nourish our body.
This painting, Waiting, contains my hope and expectations to see what I love. It is telling to the viewers how valuable it is to be patient. In my artwork, I take the mystifying nature of human relationships and I project them onto these animals. These animals represent the many people who live in a competitive society and satirize our short-sightedness of the future. I choose to paint with a knife rather than a brush, drawing heavily from the Oriental style, but aiming to express a Western feel. The firm yet elegant stroke of the knife creates a line with such vitality that it breathes life into the picture. My work was selected as the City of Ottawa Art Collection 2019 by the Direct Purchase Program, followed by the Government of Ontario Art Collection 2021 individually. If you want to see more of my work, please follow me on Instagram or Facebook at Clara Kim Art. My website is clarakimart.ca. Thank you.
Well, I really hope that all of you are planning to post photos of the self-portraits you did in the art activity on social media, because I, for one, would really like to see your masterpieces. I bet they're pretty neat. I bet some of you discovered a hidden talent too, and others of you probably discovered that, like me, you were better off sticking to art history. And what beautiful art in the auctions. It's just so lovely to see. I want to say a special thank you to Luba for offering that unexpected prize. Luba, that is so good of you. We have 15 works that have been bid on so far, and let's make sure that every piece gets a bid. Every single dollar raised tonight makes a difference in someone's life, makes a difference for Hopewell and for Hope CDS. So, do you want to know where we're at in terms of our fundraising so far tonight? It's pretty exciting. We're over $3,000. I can't thank you enough for your generosity. We really want to keep this going. We want to get that number as high as we possibly can. Every dollar that we bring in really and truly makes a difference to one person, but also to everyone around them who loves them and who wants to help them. So let's catch up now with our next performer, Trevay Williams, who's born and raised in London, Ontario. Trevay is a 22-year-old up-and-coming theater artist. And Trevay, we can't wait to see what you have in store for us tonight. Over to you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Trevay Williams, and I am so honored to be a part of the Art of Hope as one of this evening's performers. And you know what? I just want to get right to it. I want to start with something lively, because we're living in a time right now where we need something to lift us up. We need some energy. So I'm hoping that this song will take you off the couch or take you off the bed, wherever you are, and you'll sing and dance with me. Let's do it. That's a fun one. That's a fun one. Most people know that song, so yeah, I hope you enjoy it. This next song, the song is dear to my heart, and it is by one of my teachers in college. His name is Kevin Wong. The song is called Tides from his album Small Ways to Move. You can find it on all streaming platforms. And yeah, the words speak for itself. So yeah, I hope you enjoy.
Find the silver in the lining. Find the stillness in the storm. Find the cracks where light is shining. Stay warm, stay warm. See the helper standing duty. There is goodness to be found. Breathe a moment, then there's beauty around, around. In and out, in and out. Tides go in and out. There are moments when I'm grieving. There are nights when I despair. Then there's moments of receiving such care, such care. And I'm counting every blessing to be able to be still. And if today I'm not progressing, well, I will. In and out, in and out. Tides go in and out. And days are long, and times are strange, but we are strong, and we can change. We can change. In and out, in and out. Tides go in and out, in and out, in and out. Tides go in and out, oh, in and out, oh yeah, in and out. Tides go in and out. In and out, in and out.
Thank you. Thank you so much. My name is Trevay Williams once again, and you can find me on streaming platforms at Trevay Williams or on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube at Trevay Williams. I'll put it right here. And yeah, I'd love to thank Hopewell and Hope's EDS for inviting me to this very important event. I'm sure all of you will make this event a success, and hopefully some of you will go home with some beautiful art pieces donated for this event. Thank you so much once again, and I hope you have a beautiful evening. Take care.
Well, thank you, Trevay. That was amazing. You've got such talent, and it is beautiful to see. Before I sign off for the evening and turn things over to our closing performance of the night, I just want to remind all of you that it's your last chance to place your bids because all live auction items will close at 8:30 p.m. So make sure you get that last bid in there, not only will you get to take home a beautiful work of art, but you're also making a difference in the life of someone who really needs it. And we are almost at $4,000 and every item has a bid. Way to go, all of you, amazing. And if I need to remind you, Mother's Day is on Sunday. So if you are one of those people that's looking for a last minute item, or if, for instance, your mom is the one doing the bidding here, let's keep that going. Let's make sure we up our bids and get mom exactly what she wants. Of course, the art shop will stay open until Monday, May 10th at 9 p.m. So if you don't get something tonight or you need a little bit of something extra, especially for Mother's Day, you still have that opportunity. And we also hope you'll feel free to invite friends and colleagues to check out our art shop. That is at 32auctions.com/Hopewell. I also want to note that Hopewell and Hopes EDS, well, they're always looking for good people to get involved and would be so grateful if you would please consider volunteering or donating. And to get more information, all you need to do is go to their websites for more information. That's hopewell.ca or hopeseds.org. Thank you so much to everyone for watching and participating in our second annual Art of Hope event. And special thanks to the task force team of Neris and Taya and Cynthia and Jeff and Nick and Catherine who planned this incredible event. And thank you to all the volunteers who helped make this event a reality, and to all the artists who so generously contributed art pieces for the show. And of course, to the performers who helped make this evening so wonderful. And of course, a huge thank you to CN's family for their incredible kindness and strength. And to our legendary special guest host, Luba Goy, and to all of you for your participation and generosity, which brings me to my last introduction because the evening is not done. I may be saying a quick goodbye, but that's only because Ray Harris is here and he's gonna serenade us into the night as we consider our last opportunities to bid on the live art. Ray Harris is a veteran of the Ottawa music scene. He's a prolific singer, songwriter, storyteller, and he describes his music as Americanadiana. His songs are finely crafted. They draw favorable comparisons to master songsmiths. And so we really hope that you'll enjoy a bit of Ray Harris as you put in your hefty final bids. Good luck. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being a part of this. Have a great rest of your evening. Enjoy some Ray Harris now.
Happy and proud to be part of this. My name is Ray Harris. This song is called Big Old American Cars. Yeah, I rode in one on the day I was born, a big old American car. My dad had a 55 mainline Ford, big old American car. Skirts, chrome stars, and a Continental spare, a big old American car. I had a Thunderbird engine that'd get you there, yeah, big old American car. Yeah, my granddad had this wrecking yard full of big old American cars. He cut them up by the thousand for scrapping parts, big old American cars. And if he'd only kept a few dozen or so of those big old American cars, he could have died rich, but he didn't want to know about those big old American cars. And cars nowadays all look the same. You can't tell year, make, model, or name. It just ain't right if you know what I'm saying, 'cause I like big old American cars, big old American cars. Yeah, my uncle lost his finger working on this big old American car. A 47 Buick had a mind all its own, a big old American car. And my brother worked in Hondas most of his life, instead of big old American cars. But on her last birthday he bought his wife a big old American car. And cars nowadays all look the same. You can't tell year, make, model, or name. It just ain't right if you know what I'm saying, 'cause I like big old American cars, big old American cars. Hey! Day, but it's come to pass for big old American cars. You gotta be a rich man to pay for the gas in those big old American cars. But if I close my eyes, I can feel and smell those big old American cars. And the hearse that hauls my ass round to heaven or hell will be a big old American car. Cars nowadays all look the same. You can't tell year, make, model, or name. It just ain't right if you know what I'm saying, 'cause I like big old American cars, big old American cars. Yeah, big old American cars, big old American cars, big old American cars. Yeah, big old American cars. Thank you very much. You can find my music on all the usual streaming platforms and on Facebook. Look me up. My name is Ray Harris. Hey there, my family's from up around Pontiac County, and I wrote this a few years back about some of the characters that live up there. Some of them are related to me, some of them aren't. I won't say which is which. If the buyers are liars and the sellers are thieves, what's a poor boy like me to believe? I'm going to tell you a little story now, some of it's true. We'll call it the Pontiac County Blues. Up in Pontiac County, got 2 acres of land. I know every tree like the back of my hand. Tar paper shack and a pit full of fire, a 3-legged dog and a fence of barbed wire. I got a bone-handled jackknife 'cause I like to whittle, the copper gin 'cause I like a little tipple, double-barrel shotgun, a bag of rock salt. If your britches are burning, it's your own damn fault. And there's something in the water, something in the air, something moving in the trees that might be a bear. Something in my window, just another ghost. There's some things about me nobody knows. Yeah. Well, you think that where I live that I drive a big truck, but then it'd be a cliche, and that's bad luck. An old Prezi Ann all covered in dirt, a couple broken springs and fender skirts. Oh, and my motor runs hot, my motor runs cold. I got a carburetor 'cause my motor, she's old. She's hard on gas and she burns a lot of oil, but 500,000 miles on Canadian soil. There's something in the water, something in the air, something moving in the trees, might be a bear. Something in my window, just another ghost. There's some things about me nobody knows. Yeah. Well, I've been to Vancouver and I've been to Cape Spear. Somehow I ended up right back here. Ladysmith, Charteris, Ragged Chute Road, fishing in the blood of the old Queen. Well, it'll be 40 years this coming spring. I still see the pointing and the whispering. I'll spit on your floor 'cause I'm an ignorant cuss, but I love that Pontiac County does. There's something in the water, something in the air, something moving in the trees that might be a bear. Something in my window, just another ghost. There's some things about me nobody knows. if the buyers are liars and the sellers are thieves, what's a poor boy like me to believe? And now you heard my story and some of it was true. We called it the Pontiac County Blues. Yeah, we called it the Pontiac County Blues. Yeah, we called it the Pontiac County Blues. 1, 2, 3, Thank you very much. My name is Ray Harris. You can find me on all the usual streaming platforms and find me on Facebook. Thanks again. Here's a train song. You think you got it all worked out. Think you're on a roll. You think you're holding all the cards. You think you're in control. You think you're pulling all the strings. You better think again. You think that you're unstoppable. Smoking like a train. Smoking like a train. Well, I've seen you young, I've seen you old, I've seen you change your age. I've seen you smile, but all the while you shake inside with rage. I've seen it happen time and time and time and time again. You're building up a head of steam and smoking like a train. Smoking like a train. Hey! When I turn on my radio, sometimes I think of you. It makes me smile when I spin the dial. I'm in Woman Blues. A black cat up and died of Friday Townsend once again. When you crossed his path last night, smoking like a train. Smoking like a train. Well, it's a filthy, nasty habit. You really ought to quit. It turned your heart as black as coal. That's worse than cigarettes. And if the truth be told, I can be so bold. Don't waste your time a praying. When you reach your final resting place, you'll be smoking like a train. Smoking like a train. Smoking like a train, yeah, smoking like a train. Hey! Woo-hoo! Thank you very much. It's Smoking Like a Train. Once again, my name is Ray Harris, and you can find me on all the usual platforms and Facebook, and we'll see you there.